Greetings and welcome to Mentor Mike's Market Movie. Today we're going to replay Monday, December the 10th, 2012, and also hopefully give you a little more of a preview of what life is going to be like in our new S&P emini live trading room. Well, here we are at 6 a.m. Today, and notice that the price has been underneath the trend definer on this time frame. We kind of bumped our head on it, and now we've broken above it. So that suggests that this is some kind of a low point, and we're on our way to a high point. So let's see where we left off at the end of last week. Here is our turning point chart. We have a high, low, and maybe a high. But it looks pretty bullish here. Notice that we're in the upper half of the stochastic scale. The histogram is above zero. The lines are bullish. We've got a red, white, and blue alignment. So even though we've got just two turning points here relatively close together, there's a pretty good chance that this high may end up being over here somewhere. So that's kind of my gut feel going into the day. Let's see how things transpire. All right, let's start the data. Incidentally, today we're going to use 3 targets, 9 contracts. Now, to get long, I'm going to be looking for the faster MACD to give us a bullish cross, and over here on the left side I'm going to be looking for the histogram to cross the zero line. It's the same MACD, just one is lines, one is histogram. Okay, we have got a pretty strong rally going here. So what I may want to do is wait until the stochastic comes back down and heads up again. So let's do that. Here we go. Now it's turned around and we've kept our bullish look on both the line version of the MACD and also the histogram version. So now we can get long. And we will add our arrow. And notice that our higher time frame parabolic is kicking in here now. Again, for some reason the drawing elements seem to mess up my Dachi channel there. Alright, we're ready to go. And as you can see, our third target is out there pretty good. Oh, and now we're stopped out. But we picked up 475 on our new scoreboard here, and we've turned around again here on the stochastic, and we're still heading up on the MACD. The histogram looks a little less so, but the longer term definitely looks bullish, so let's get long again. And we're stopped out again. But we picked up a little bit more. Now our MACD is in a more serious bearish configuration, and our histogram is below 0, so we're going to be looking for them to come back up. Although our longer term MACD is getting a little bit more bearish as well. Yeah, they broke into the upside. Is there enough room for some profit? Let's see. Well, there certainly would have been if I'd gotten in a little more Johnny on the spot. This is not looking promising, however, so I'm going to end this trade. And notice we've got a crossover on the longer MACDs. And we've taken a dip here, so I'm going to get short. And there's our parabolic flip. So that confirms that the highest high in there, and by the way, this is a loser, so let's draw it appropriately and color it accordingly. We've actually hit the first target but not moved the stop. Now that the faster MACD is below 0 there, I think we're going to sell off here at some point. There we go. Now we've moved the stop automatically. Again, you'll notice that we're not trailing the stop pursuant to the parabolic on this time frame. I've got more of an automated stop now, which is what I'm going to be using in the trading room so that I am a little more free to talk and take breaks without having to worry about managing active trades and jeopardizing participants' money. I'm sure you'll appreciate that. Okay, and stopped out. Okay, we want that stochastic turning around. About like that. All right, let's get long. Oops, didn't mean to do that. This is annoying here. Okay, let's go. Well, basically, we had these two good trades, and then we negated them with this loser, which was frankly my fault. With the accelerated data feed, we got in up here somewhere, and when I was doing this for real, I got in right after the blue crossed the white, and we had the crossover here. And as you can see, if you got in down here, you would have had plenty of room to probably hit two targets. So a lot of what you see here is sometimes the result of the accelerated data. Okay, and we're stopped out. So we made a fairly respectable 562.50. We would have had probably double that if I hadn't gotten in late on this one. So let's speed this up and stop it out. Notice it rallied up here pretty good towards the end. Now, the actual turning points, I think, were these. And then, again, we want to maybe think about putting a question mark on that one. Now, some people would say, well, why isn't this a 4 turning point day? Why isn't it high, and then we got a low, high, and then this is the blue low here, and this one hasn't really happened yet because it's probably going to happen tomorrow. Well, that's one possible configuration, and I think our longer term chart bears that out. Yeah, see, we this high was actually up here, and then we had the little zigzag and the low, and then the high with the question mark. But the reason I'm not sure that that's valid is because on my other computer, which uses a slightly different data feed, this didn't happen. This parabolic came over all the way over to about here and then flipped and went down. So on that one, based on the parabolic from the longer term, there only was 3 momentum modules, high, low, and high, and the little zigzag in here didn't occur. So, you know, that's going to happen sometimes. Obviously, to run the same program and the same market watch on 2 different computers, I've got to have 2 different data feeds. So once in a while, they will come up a little bit different, and this was one of those times. So we didn't do too bad. I mean, I gave back the first 2 because of my late entry. Obviously, if we'd been doing that in real time, it would have been a much easier trade. But this was about a $1,000 day that I managed to turn into a $560 day. But if you had been on your 2 target horse there, you would have done pretty well as well. You certainly would have finished in the black. So hopefully this will give you more insight into what you can expect in the trading room. So thank you very much. Come back and see me again.